Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of... Clearly I'm a bit out of it today because not only have I forgotten that today was meant to be Butter Bunch review again, the previous week was actually because of D&D, not because of me forgetting, but also, one thing I've also forgotten is to bring down my webcam from upstairs because, for some reason, I was recording a song today, and I thought it was a good idea to take the webcam with me, even though I was recording audio and didn't need it, so I forgot to bring it back down because I assumed it was already here. So yeah, a little bit of a low-quality situation, and you can take that and run it with your own personal metaphor if you so please. Although as far as low-quality stuff goes, the story of this one did not exactly entice us last time. I just reminded myself a little bit of what was going on. This is the one with, different factions and levels, and there's one person who seems to be chosen and is therefore going to choose all of the immediate friends that they just met. It's that series basically. The one that was another thing I also forgot. I was going to tell Prism next time I reviewed this series, wasn't I? Because it was the one that was also inspired by one that also was reminiscent of the Guardians. So hopefully. Let's see. I didn't realize I was, just this functioning this terribly today. That's quite new for me, honestly. Okay, there we go. I didn't even read that out loud. And yes, the way to really establish the fact that I'm not functioning well is pointing out more things that are going wrong. So yeah, we're going to review Elementia today. We'll see if Prism is able to join us or not. I don't actually know. We'll find out from there. All right. Things are going, yeah. Things are going relatively well today with other stuff that's behind the scenes, but hey, in front of the scenes, apparently, not so much. So yeah, we're gonna focus now, basically, and keep going from here. Now that I've got a bit more of put myself back in the mindset. Okay, here we go. Without further ado, on with the review.
What time is it? Oh shoot, we're gonna be late! Ruko, wake up!
Oh yeah, another update. I fixed the issue with the download. For some reason, my download didn't automatically update, and I kept on trying to do it manually. It didn't work, so I just reinstalled the thing.
Ruko, wake up!
Is Ryuko supposed to be in one of those beds? If so, I would have suggested at least showing maybe the legs and feet of the character potentially.
What are you nagging me about? Let me sleep.
We're going to be late. It's 7:50, which means we've already missed.
Also, no, I'm not tired of people saying that I'm quiet because I've had that issue with audio levels. So it's the same thing with it's the same thing when I was recording the sound today. I have to amplify that later with all the takes I did.
Most of breakfast, and class starts at 8.
You might want to check it.
If you're talking about the VA's mic, yes, it is possible that it's peaking. Yeah, that's why I turn it down then, yeah, for that reason.
The time again. I hope you didn't forget to change the time.
Huh? What do you mean?
Just check the time on your phone.
Okay. Lexi, what time is it?
The time is 6:50 a.m.
You
Oh, so Lexi is the name of the, I guess, the virtual assistant thing that you've got. Okay, all right then. Very reminiscent of Alexa, you know, not too far off, but okay, sure.
see, your clock is an hour ahead.
Oops. Sorry, Yuko.
Oh, okay, there we go. There is an intro, by the way, to this. It just seems like very abrupt to just be like, Elementia, Episode 2, Season 1. Also, is it really Alexa and Siri combined? There's nothing of Siri in there. Oh, there it is. Okay, why do we have a title card followed up by the intro? Just to play the intro and have the logo somewhere in the actual thing, like every other show. Anyways, we have seen this before. Like on the last shot, which is someone being thrown into a volcano. Oh, okay, right. Different. We've changed the formation here. So gone are the extras that disappeared randomly. Now I guess they are maybe the back row of the classroom, and they're on separate desks, which is much more convenient for walking and stuff. So potentially, yeah. That's, I mean, sure, it might be a slight reach because Lexi is literally a shorthand for Alexa anyway, but alright.
That dream. I still can't get over it. Just by being in this...
Oh yeah, it was like, hey Ryuko, what a fantastic day we're having to have today. Come on, rise and shine, wakey wakey. I'm haunted by the dream that I had last night, and I have not stopped thinking about it. Except from that last scene where I stopped thinking about it. Oh gosh. Yes, it's one of these today.
class, I get deja vu. Wait a minute. I'm not imagining this resemblance, am I?
Alright, now enough about me. I will share with you our first project for the school year.
Oh, okay, I guess we're skipping over the teacher's backstory. I mean, fair enough. Yeah.
It's the first of
I'm haunted by the dreams from you. That made me not hear your backstory.
official day of school and we already have a project.
You're joking, right?
Well, it's a gacha series, so you've gotta have a group project because, you know, that's the lot in life. Again, can't complain too much about the cliche. I've indulged in it myself, but I mean, it has been years. Can we please, as a community, we should think of something else.
Honestly, I'm not surprised.
Is it for a grade?
Yes, no, and yes again. But don't worry, I think you guys will love this project. But before I explain what we'll be doing, I want to say something. I just want to say how excited I am for this year. You all seem to be such bright, smart, and talented students.
Yeah, except for the person who I just realized I'm distracted by the sleeve now on the character. I don't know if we pointed that out before. The character got a pink sleeve compared to the yellow not turtleneck, but like equivalent of. Interesting choice there.
And we haven't even begun.
Also, group project equals friendship bonding time. I mean, yes, that is true. That is a good reason to use it. Usually it's I've seen it used for either being forced into a room with your rival, or a romance arc beginning, or sometimes both. In my case, it actually was both. It just happened to not be the same person. That was my subversion, but there you go.
Next year. I'm looking forward to being your history and geography teacher. Now that
Oh, good. Her other sleeve is also like that, so it wasn't just a fluke.
my
Okay.
cheesy speech is out of the way, we can talk about this history project.
Can we talk about it over some lower music, please? Because I'm struggling to hear you a little bit. Tiny bit. Like, it's not as bad as normal, but still a little bit of speak up Shironi. Speak up slightly Shironi.
You will be researching about a place of your choosing. Whether it's one of Elementia's 5 realms or the hometown of your choosing, I need you to tell me.
The hometown of your choosing. You know, the place you chose to be born, of course. I mean, every town is a hometown, I'm pretty sure, unless a town happens to have 0 documented births in it, which, you know, or maybe every birth was rushed to the local hospital that's in the neighboring village or something. But yeah, like even then, like if people grow up in every town that exists, so that the wording of hometown of your choosing is it's probably not what I would have mentioned. Then again, she is a history and geography teacher, not a language teacher. Maybe that's maybe this is why, you know. Hold on, I need to plug in. I didn't forget to do that, but I've got my brightness up, so I guess it's yeah, it's been siphoning power. Yeah. All right, here we go.
About the geography of the place. Another requirement is that you need to provide some history about this place. Information about a date in history will work.
So you're going to be researching a place, and the requirement is that you provide some history. I feel like that would go without saying for a history project, unless the implication was that it was a geography project before you mention history at the same time. I don't know. Also, provide some history is very vague. Like, you know, provide some history can be like, you know, the town was founded in such and such year from the original settlements of so-and-so by such and such individual. Or it could be, you know, last week an IHOP opened, you know, in the street next to me. There you go, history. You got to be more precise here. And also probably provide like a length of time or something, or, you know, some sort of other grading criteria. Just don't provide history.
If you need help with anything, let me know.
I wonder what I should research about.
Oh, okay. Again, I was I think this happened last episode as well. I was distracted by the fact that that Ryuko is talking right now, but the echo filter doesn't match. It's Akari's echo filter, but with Ryuko's conversation. Technically speaking, Akari is in the center shot here, but it's a wide shot, so you're meant to focus on like all of them. And fun fact, I'm pretty sure that I don't know if it was the human brain could focus on 4 moving objects or 5 at one in one given time. I think it was 5. So the fact that there are 5 protagonists here already is going to siphon out our focus. So yeah, I personally would have I personally would zoom in on Akari a lot more. Maybe keep Ryuko in the periphery, but make sure that the central focus, more than it is already, is on Akari. Please teach us editing class. I actually did that once in Castilla y Leon, but hey, you can consider some of the stuff I say on Gacha Review as editing class if you want. Then again, I should go back to my series of How to Gacha. I did 1 episode and then, you know, didn't continue the series. They released the keyframe cut cries remain after 2 years.
Maybe a read a moto? I'll ask others for ideas. Hey guys, what are you going to read?
Please explain to us, creator, what a purple screen is or anything other than the green screen. Ah, well, there you go. So different characters, yeah. You can see the outline of green screen for most characters here, particularly the one wearing green with green bands and green eyes. Yeah, but I think this is the reason why you don't see that many characters in something like the Pretty Cure franchise, barring the first ever series of just black and white. You know, every other group, you know, like Glitter Force, etc., was all you know, are all like different color-coded magical girls akin to the Pops. You rarely see a green one because that's notoriously difficult to put into animation. But in Gacha, when it comes to here, you know, there's because most of the work is done for you. It's there are a few fixes you can actually apply. Like, yeah, purple screen is exactly right. If you want if you decide to use a purple background and chroma key that instead of just the green screen that's applied to literally everyone, because not everyone has the same color, so not everything needs to be filtered out the same way, it can end up being better. The drawback of purple screen in this case actually is because I can see a purple flower in the character's hair, and that would be cropped down instead. So the trick is really, I guess, find the best color that won't remove any others. If purple screen happens to work with that flower still there, then do that, but there's, you know, there's several others. So yeah, maybe pink screen. Yes, maybe pink screen. Oh wait, nope, shoes and socks. That's another good reason to not add too many different colors onto your characters. It really, like, that character really does pull it off, like, you know, the pink and green particularly, but it can come at the expense of, you know, if you're putting them into a custom background. Assuming you don't have a color that can, you know, help them out. Always make sure that there's one missing that's probably, ideally one of the primaries.
Research about. I'm stuck, and I don't have any ideas.
Well, I'm researching about
Oh, I don't know what that glitch was.
Kurana. That's the village I grew up in.
And I'm researching about my realm.
You said you don't have any ideas? Maybe you should research about your realm too, Akari. Or to make things easier for you, your project could be about the city.
Or maybe she should research.
When you say the city, I assume that they mean this city, right? I would think, yeah. Also, I was also thinking about it. Every time I see pink and green, I think of that. So, you know, I'm aware.
Forbidden Woods.
Ryuko, no.
Don't give her any more ideas.
Relax, guys. It was just a joke.
I know, Ryuko. I was just joking, but...
Okay, we've done it again. Well, this time Ryuko was silent for a bit before now. But still, a zoom in would have fixed both of these issues. It's always Ryuko as well. I guess maybe she's just the talkative one in the group. Which is fair enough, honestly. You know, that it's one thing to distinguish her, given that we haven't seen these characters together that much apart from the first episode. Which is, you know, obviously what we would have. We had that one scene in the first episode where they were all together. And I remember that Blondie on the left was a stickler for the rules and possibly related to the headmaster in some way. That's my headcanon.
That's not a bad idea. Miss Hoshino, I was wondering...
Okay, I feel like that watermark could definitely been removed from the audio, but alright.
You see, I want to research about the Forbidden Woods, but there's not much to find on the info web.
Oh yeah, no, that was the thing that she was really keen on, was she was obsessed with the Forbidden Woods for not much of a given reason. And what I said before in the last episode was that I at least understood where she was coming from, because like when you're younger, particularly being told that, you know, you can't do something with no explanation as to why you can't do something is frustrating. You want an answer, you know, that you want to understand, you know, why you're being barred for something rather than just someone telling you what to do. You know, you want to understand what if for your own safety or whatever. And there was no proper response at any given point. So I get this obsession, but yeah, making it your research project right out of the gate, probably, I mean, I don't think it's going to work if it's not an approved subject of study. Well, watermark in the audio, so it was like a something.io. If you listen to it again, I'll play the audio again if I can rewind. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. I'll turn up the volume too.
Miss Hoshino, I was
morningsomethingmusic.io, something like that. I don't know what exactly it was.
wondering, you see, I want to research about the Forbidden Woods, but there's not much to find on the info web. Where should I look for more?
I like how everything... Oh, wow, the audio's back. Okay, now I see the watermark is just every few seconds. In that case, pick a different track, because that's not worth it, honestly, at that point. Yeah, yes, the infoweb! I'm going to go use the Google! Sounds like... Oh, it sounds odd to me. Yeah, it sounds like Pops from Regular Show. I mean, he said interwebs, but it's close enough.
Information. I already know what I'm doing next. I was going to search the library. This is just a test want to see her reaction.
I mean, it's gracious of her to Miss Ashino to pause and let you have your internal monologue. See, the thing when they do this in anime, because they do this a lot in anime, of course, the internal monologues are usually like, you know, an extreme close-up. For this exact reason, if you hold on the character who is next to you without like any other like, you know, cinematic transitions or anything, it just looks like they're standing around. But with most anime internal monologues, it's a running gag that like transformation sequences and internal monologues are things that, you know, take forever and people wouldn't naturally pause in front of them. With the internal monologues, there's an unspoken implication, at least, that they're supposed to be happening instantaneously. We're just watching them happen like as you know, everything floods into the character's brain all at once, or close to all at once. That's the idea. And you can't do that when someone's standing around without, I don't know, either changing the background or, you know, like panning over the shot or changing the music or something. Some other cue, like adding a filter onto the screen, whatever it may be, to signify that time has paused. You can even go like the Emperor's New Groove route and have like the whole thing pause and then just, you know, the main characters show up and speak directly to the audience. That's a more blatant version of that, but it's a possibility. Yeah, but it doesn't. But when you take away the impression that could be not happening in real time, then it just looks like people are crazy.
You're researching the Forbidden Woods?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's just impressive. Remarkable. I wasn't expecting someone to take on that.
Okay, the WoW should have been way earlier. Now with the music and the watermark and everything, this character, the teacher's gone even quieter than before, I think. I put the volume at roughly the same area it was before, and I'm struggling. Like the fact that she's saying, you know, like that she's meant. Remember what I said yesterday about the discrepancies between visuals and voice acting, and how if you don't correct one to match the other, there's a dissonance. If you're gonna have the teacher be casual about, you know, say like that sounds impressive, I'm happy for you, like the voice acting is suggesting, they need to tone down like the, you know, the backgrounds and the effects and the wow sounds and everything, and also the expression of the character, because this to me suggests like that sounds impressive, that's the most wonderful idea I've ever heard, like that kind of thing, you know. It's like that is the most amazing idea ever, like that change. That's what they were trying to, I think, emulate, which is why I think the voice acting should have been redirected rather than the visuals change, but one had to go in favor of the other, basically.
Difficult, pretty much illegal project.
Impressive?
Illegal?
Remarkable? Illegal project?
There we go.
I seriously wasn't expecting this reaction.
You look as confused as I was. I guess you weren't expecting this kind of reaction.
Can she read minds too?
No, I can't read minds, but I have seen internal monologues in my time.
It's true, what you're digging up could potentially get me in trouble. But I said for the assignment that nothing is to research any place in Elementia.
Yeah, that's the problem when you're vague. People find
It'd be
loopholes.
hypocritical for me to exclude the Forbidden Woods, right?
Back on just miraculously by transformation vibes. Yeah. Also, another good example of a transformation sequence that is implied to be instantaneous, because sometimes they just transform normally.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, you'll find it hard to find anything on the Forbidden Woods. The info web doesn't have much on that forest, and such.
Yes, that is exactly what she said before. Thank you for repeating that, teacher.
The library will be a waste of time. So take this.
Oh, you just happen to have the one book she would need? Wow, fantastic. I would possibly, you know, point to a place that she could find the book rather than just having it on her, because the question is then, why did she have that on her person? Unless it's a trap or something. I got my eye on you, Teach.
Sorry, it's a bit dusty. However, I'm sure this will help you out.
You just kept a dusty book as opposed to the rest of the clean office you have?
Thank you, Miss Hoshino.
No problem, Harry.
One more thing, Miss Hoshino.
Of course. What is it?
How do you know so much about the Forbidden Woods?
She just turned to Columbo for a second. Just one more thing. How do you know about the Forbidden Woods? You see, I was trying to look in the library and I just couldn't find the stuff. You know? It really just bugs me that somehow the one person who would know is you. I don't know if anyone in my audience has watched Columbo before, probably not.
I just do a little bit of digging every now and then. Same as you, right? It would explain your interesting topic for the project.
Yeah.
You should go home to, rush it back there, I got a rat's nest back there. Given, like, how quickly it's blowing in the non-existent wind, I'm not surprised.
I guess so. Well, thank you, Miss Hoshino.
No problem at all. Wait.
Morninglightmusic.io. There you go. If you want to know where that track's from, they really emphasize this from morninglightmusic.io. Remember that, everyone. This episode brought to you by morninglightmusic.io.
Before you go, I need to tell you something.
Okay. What is it?
Just remember this. A journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step.
Yeah, no, she's very suspicious. No, Miss Hoshino, you're being a little bit too helpful. Hi, Prism. Sorry, I forgot to message you before. I did an oopsie. You haven't missed too much. We've been introduced to the history and geography teacher, who's very enthusiastic and has assigned them a group project. Hold on, a group project? No, it seems like an individual project. It's not an individual project. To investigate a location and add some history to it, or like, you know, to the project itself. So because of Akari's obsession, she's going to go to the Forbidden Woods immediately, and the teacher was surprisingly supportive when literally no one else was, to the point where I'm a little bit suspicious of her. So, you know, there we go. You don't know your name. Well, fine. I guess don't click the link to the VC then that I sent you earlier. Whatever.
A journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step.
As I would walk 500 miles and then I would walk 500 more.
It's not a bad quote, but why would she say that out of the blue? And
A better question is, why does the backing music have lyrics? That's one of the that's one of the things that is most advised against, is to have music with lyrics over the top of that, even in non-voice acting gacha. I point this out in Taming the Bad Boy, and it still reigns true. Even if you have captions, distracting someone with like other words playing in the background is not a good idea.
I should remember it? I don't get it. Let's see just how useful you'll be.
Oh, well, okay. The Forbidden Woods is a forest that borders Mahikari and Chikyu. It is closely located to Elementia. Oh, there we go. Name of the series. Magic Academy. There is not much known about the Forbidden Woods, other than the fact that it may have involvement with the Great Darkening. There is a theory that the Forbidden Woods leads to you. The Forbidden Woods leads to you. That's a great tagline, actually. Forbidden Woods, it leads to you. Life is good, it could be better. Yeah, by the way, the Great Darkening was the big historical event that the opening narration of the first episode said shouldn't be looked into. People would rather not know about it, which essentially means it's the big thing that's being censored. So it is very likely that it is in fact involving the Great Darkening. Speaking of Great Darkening, Prism's profile picture.
What? Speaking of Great Darkening, Prism is here.
Yeah, no, I didn't have a segue.
Okay, what are you implying?
What, that your profile picture is very dark.
Alright.
Oh man, the ink faded out. Maybe there's more?
To enter a world of unknown, 5 must unlock 5. The unite of all 5 artifacts, wow, will be your guide. I'm guessing that's meant to say the unity of all 5 artifacts? I think.
No, definitely unite. Oh, Bon is saying to get you. Okay, Jacob, you're cancelled. Sorry, you must you must give me your YouTube channel.
That's how it works. The person that cancels me gets my channel.
Exactly.
There's gonna
Yeah.
be a lot of competition.
Oh god.
The rest of the pages are blank. So all I've got
What? So you have a book that only has
what a
2
shame.
pages? Try writing it. Maybe it's like Tom Riddle's diary.
is a dumb poem. Maybe I should have picked something else for the project. Although, I suppose this was a little helpful. I would have never thought the Forbidden Woods had something to do with the Great Darkening.
That's because you're an idiot. Even I put that together. Also, okay, so I kind of glossed over the fact that the characters kind of like blipped through the bookcase there, but I always appreciate when there's like the libraries that actually try to add more bookcases and match them together. I realize that's because that's a very convenient gacha life prop that you could use back in the day, but hey, it works.
Also, she's stupid because she's blonde.
So what was that?
She's stupid because she's blonde.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
Stereotypes.
Great. You know one thing, whoever wrote the book must have been in olden times. They definitely didn't know how to write correctly. Oh, you think it was like a unit with a silent E? Maybe.
Emmy? You scared me.
The unit of 5 artifacts.
Sorry. I thought I told you to leave the Forbidden Woods alone.
And haven't I...
And here I am catching you reading a book with 2 pages from a significant distance away. And
They
just
should make
assuming that's
her.
what you were doing.
They should make the music louder. I can almost hear them.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you're right. Okay, here we go.
made it clear I'm not...
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that to people.
Annoyingly clear.
Evil.
Yes.
Oh wait, I think that was meant to be like because you know like the I guess there's no other word for it. The Guardians in the background, like their form. I think that was the idea. My effing ears. Yeah, exactly.
You're going to give that back, right?
I'll think about it. Why are the rest of the pages blank?
I have no idea.
And how did you get your hands on this?
Follow-up question: who's the Half-Blood Prince?
I don't think I trust Emio enough to tell her that. Huh? Wouldn't you like to know?
Serious, Akari.
You probably...
That was the most polite looking and sounding "would you like to know" ever. I know I said before that the visuals or the voice acting had to change to match each other. They match each other here, but they don't match the context of the story. They should have both been altered for that one.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you anyways. You must think I'm the type of person who lies a lot, don't you?
Hold on, wait, say that again?
Who lies a lot, don't you?
Oh, person who lies. I heard pool eyes for some reason. This music, jeez. Then again, she does have kind of pool eyes. Yeah, most pools that I've been in look like that color.
Oh, you're right.
It's like the classic line if in a romantic poem that you're like writing for a person with blue eyes, like
Stop,
eyes,
no.
or something. Yeah.
Oh,
Look,
no, bro, her power is pool.
Her power is pool. She just opens her eyes like that, just like chlorine just spews out.
I love that.
She drank chlorine instead of milk when she was an infant. Yeah, that too.
Makes sense.
I shouldn't have made such hurtful accusations. I'm just worried.
Yeah, I also shouldn't have. Silly us, right?
Yeah.
I know I
Honest
sound
mistake.
stupid, but Hannah and Yuka's ridiculous stories actually make me worry. We don't know what's in the FW, and we don't need to. I think it's safer this way.
But what if it's our duty to find the FW?
Duty?
Yeah, FW I guess is Forbidden Woods, but okay.
Why would
sure.
they? Why would?
I guess
Why
because
would
of
you
code
sort
name,
it?
you know. All right.
Why would you sorted it, bro? It's not that long of a name. Maybe written out, but like.
No, this is
Yeah.
this is becoming like Jewel Monsters. Instead of saying graveyard, to say GY and such.
I think it's time I tell you.
None of us hanging.
She didn't hear anything. She got drowned out as well.
So, let me get this straight. You had a weird dream with the Guardian of Light herself. She told you that us 5 are to unlock the Forbidden Woods, and then, coincidentally, our history teacher looks exactly like the Guardian in your dreams. And
By the way, this is one thing I'm noticing a lot in this particular line. You have it a lot when someone's reacting, obviously, because it's happening in real time. You can't really avoid it, but most of the time in voice acting, another CWA word of advice here. Try to avoid breathing, or if you do breathe during in the middle of lines,
Try to avoid
then,
breathing.
then remove it. Yeah. Well, okay. The way that he phrased it was "don't effing breathe," but I mean that's obviously a little bit of an exaggeration.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
Guys,
idea is
when
don't
you
make
voice
the
act-
breaths audible.
Guys, when you voice act, just die.
Obviously, there are some situations where you have to sound out of breath. I was like, that's the whole point. But yeah, most of the time, I guess because it is for static animation that it really becomes an issue.
she also
Like
shows
here.
interest in you finding the FW.
Yeah.
I'm interested in a moment to know what happened with those glitches. I think there's something with the editing software that's doing that, because I had that issue one time with probably the most egregious editing process I've ever had in my life. The final Felix scene in Muse and Girl Season 2. Because for some reason, just randomly, things would just flip upside down for a couple of frames, and I had no idea to this day why that happened.
It was
It's
me
crazy.
freaking out because of Felix.
Okay, I think Felix himself flipped at one point. It was mostly the chair that Marek was tied to, but he's still...
I know. You don't believe me, do you?
It's a little hard to take in. I don't want to believe you. But maybe it's too early to judge, especially with this.
What?
I mean, it is a dream, so you could just say, you dreamt the Guardian of Light, and then that was it. At least you didn't do it in shots. Yeah, you missed this yesterday. We found out that one of the videos that was actually recommended by the creator of this video was made partly using an app that I've never heard of before, and I guess it's good that was the case.
Well, I've heard of it.
Bond has had. Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go.
Oh, what is that? What does it say?
It says...
I do like how the text, I think, was actually upside down, like facing her direction.
Sorry.
Very
If
nice.
you're reading this, then I hope you're listening too. The thing is, the only way
Dear Akari, if you're reading this, I am dead.
to learn about the Forbidden Woods is to find it first. Follow the clues to
What do you mean to find it? They all know where it is. They're told not to go in it. That's why it's forbidden. Are you just saying like, oh, hey, this random woods that just appeared out of here. Oh, that must be the place we're not allowed to go. Well, I guess we're going the long way to the Quidditch field. I don't know.
It's just another Forbidden Wood.
Yeah.
There are
first
plenty
one's
of
right
those.
here.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, a moving woods would actually be like an amazing idea, actually, for a magic school.
Yeah.
To enter a world unknown, 5 must unlock 5. Unite of all 5 artifacts will be your...
Yeah, so unite of all 5 artifacts. It was the word unite, apparently. Which either means that the VA didn't question the script, or that is legitimately what we're trying to say here.
guide. And here's a second clue. You'll definitely need this one. In a town of
I thought the footage froze for a second there.
Nijibatsu, you may want to be there. An orb of pure light is hidden with the keeper.
Like I say, you may want to be there. It's like, oh, this is optional, of course. These are just side quests. You can focus on the main plot of
I
things.
hope this is helpful. Best of luck to you, Emil Yamada, Ruko Himura, Hana Hayashi, and Tori Izumi.
Oh, so it wasn't that Akari chose them all. They've all been outlined already.
Oh, thank you for
And-
telling me the names of all of them. Makes my job easier.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm going to forget them all, but they're all listed in the description anyway, so, you know. But yeah, recruiting them particularly, it's like, but in this case, it's not even just the job easier. It's like, oh, what a coincidence! I happen to sit next to all of these people in at least 2 separate classes. What are the odds? It's almost like it was meant to be, and all the extras have been filtered away because they're not important to the story.
Sincerely, Hikari.
So we've gone from Hikari to Akari. Okay, alright then.
Hikari.
I guess the previous queen's name was Jumeka then. I don't know.
That's the name of the Guardian of Light. Akari. I'm starting to think this is not a coincidence.
You don't say.
Yeah, but all of our names on a piece of paper. Coincidence? Yeah, maybe, possibly.
Wow, how crazy.
Yeah.
How crazy of a coincidence it is, right?
Yeah, no, I'm just imagining like this, like the the Drake meme. Stalker. Coincidence.
Fancy seeing you here, Chio. You know why I'm here. I don't, actually. How can I help you? My book. Where is it? What book? The book you stole. Oh, that one.
I followed the dust trail to your office, which you didn't clean, apparently.
I got rid of it. Honestly, Chio, don't you know how dangerous it was of you to keep it?
Oh my goodness, I'm actually imagining it's just like, I got rid of it, it's perfectly safe, and then like Akari bursts in. Miss Yoshino, thank you for the book you lent me, it was really helpful. I finished it because it's only 2 pages. It's like,
Really helpful, okay.
sweating buckets.
I know, and I'm sorry for that. I just didn't want it to fall into the wrong hands. Well, good to know you haven't done anything foolish with that information. Yeah, that's
Like, give it to the first student that asked you a question about it.
what you think.
Wow, she's proud of what she's done here. Okay, actually, you know what? I think I know what's going on with her. Because beforehand we said that Akari said she looked like the Guardian of Light. So I also said that this like whole thing seemed like a setup in order to bring them together in some way. So I think she is just the Guardian of Light undercover here, which basically means she's Majesty. Run.
No!
So let me get this straight. Akari had a weird dream with the Guardian of Light. She told you the 5 of us are to unlock the Forbidden Woods. And then, coincidentally, our history teacher looks exactly like the Guardian in your dreams.
I like how we've had 2 separate scenes now where a character opens up by saying, "So let me get this
I
right.
was
This
thinking
thing
that.
you just told me."
So let me get this straight. I'm on Gacha review with Jacob watching Elementia. Also, hi Josh.
And she...
So let me get this straight. Josh just appeared?
also shows interest in you finding the Forbidden Woods?
That's
Literally what Amio said earlier. Yep, that's what we
I'm glad that this episode is pointing out its own flaws.
think.
Whoa, you guys, she said we. Emmy and Akari actually agreed on something.
Oh, haha, very funny, Ryoko.
So, what were you guys
Well, I guess to be fair, those 2 were a little bit like established to be at least at each other's heads a little bit last episode.
do?
I'm
Are you
mixed
going to try and
lovers.
find the Forbidden Woods?
We're going to get some answers.
Wow. Okay. I guess Peachhead one is was Angel Wings here was definitely convinced very easily.
You guys can come along if you want the same.
Illustrator is about to be my as you know. The best part is they accomplish the same thing.
Oh no.
Sure.
As you know, the
Because normally if you
Forbidden
cut
Woods.
to like the end of it. Yeah, because if you cut to the end of a conversation normally, then that implies that you know you're up to date after what the audience already know. So, if anything, let me get this straight, is almost worse in some cases because it's not even just filling in the audience on stuff lazily. It's filling the audience on stuff that they do, in fact, know, as they know.
I want a piece of this.
You can count on me.
Well, if you guys are coming, I guess I don't have much of a choice.
Alright then, let's sell this.
Settle it? They did. What? Something like this to make me think that this was potentially translated, like settle and resolve would be the same word in Spanish, for example, but I don't know.
Akari, meet again.
Miss Hoshino?
We meet again is crazy for a teacher that is regularly going to see you in their
We
classroom.
need to talk. Can you explain what this is? Emio found it in the book you gave me.
You ripped out a page? Only two of those had writing on them.
Ah, so you noticed it.
I suppose that the text is bleeding over the edges of the paper. Who writes like that?
That note
Shrink the text down or have a different line.
is from Hikari.
Well, obviously, what we want to know is who Hikari is.
And then another thing that happens with voice actors a lot is they're not told the pronunciation of stuff, so one can say Hikari, and then immediately the next one can say Hickory.
I used to do that too.
You want to know who Hikari is? Fine,
That is what they just said.
it's me. I am Hikari Hoshino, the former Guardian of Light.
Hikari
Really?
Yoshino. Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time. You know him? I know her? Of course I know her. Just me.
Can you prove it?
If you're telling the truth,
Can you prove it? You're the one who said she looks exactly like her. Are you that surprised?
Well, my
The person
theory
that gave
was
you the
right.
book is the one.
Can you prove that my theory was right? Even though I was so it?
Yeah.
why do you want us to find the Forbidden Woods?
Why did you say
Why is the Forbidden Woods lost? We said in the first episode, don't go there. That implies it's easy to access.
former Guardian of Light?
Are they just giving that warning out just a joke? But like, if anyone just so happens to find the ancient Forbidden Woods that no one's ever seen for a long time, don't go in there. They are in fact forbidden. Proof Jacob Butter right now. Here.
No, guys.
I'm not an AI. There you go.
No, guys, I'm Jacob Butter because I stole his channel.
Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta cancel you now.
Is there already a new generation of Guardians we don't know about?
I know you are all confused, but for goodness sake, one at a time.
Sorry.
Not the music again.
Why did they layer over each other? This is the I think I said this but with the Guardians actually as well, like you're the Guardians, I mean. Sometimes I love the abstract visual style you've taken, but some of the choices made occasionally throw me off, and that was an example.
I don't care.
It's fine. I'll answer each of your questions.
This reminds me of when Sammy Floyd was pronounced as syphilis. It was, yes, that's right. So Sisyphus was the name of the character.
No.
And the actual mythological figure that was, you know, a thing from Greek mythology.
No.
And yeah, one of the VAs who was not able to re-record, Aiden did try, said, you know, after Thanatos was trapped by syphilis. That's right. The god of death got sick and you know, wasn't able to clock in for work.
New
That's why
character
no one
unlocked.
died that time, yeah.
You thought you knew the myth, but you know it was all wrong. This is the real version.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ghost Kitty wants me to spell out the name, so yeah, here you go, Sisyphus. Like you can see the
It's
similarities.
actually spelled Forbidden Woods.
Yeah, you can see the similarities. What I never wonder is like why like VAs just don't question these things. It's like I understand like not questioning the script out of like integrity, but sometimes people do make mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, when I get a script, sometimes I just go ahead and do it, and I'm like, I do question it, but I'm like, okay, whatever. Well, they wrote it.
Yeah, with them, when in my case, sometimes like I've been given scripts by like Tamsin, for example, and yeah, so like I sometimes do 2 takes. If I think that one of them might have context,
Oh yeah,
because
me too.
Tamsin doesn't provide context. Yeah, I'll do like 1 take where it's like, okay, this is the correct version. This is like the one that you put in here. Other
Oh
times
yeah, I
it
do that
makes
too.
0 sense, so I just ignore that. But, yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, wow.
My eyes, they're burning. Someone had to say it, I guess.
So it's true.
Will this answer your question, Makai?
Yes, it does. Now my eyes are on fire.
You showed me more than proof. You confirmed it.
That's what showing the proof means in this context. What do you mean?
I'm crying.
You
I'm like
haven't
a
just
quote.
confirmed it, you've confirmed it! Well, thanks! I'm glad I did one of those things that are so distinct.
Now, as to why I want e-girls to enter the Forbidden Woods,
Why is it fading? What?
No,
Does your
they keep
deep transformation
fading.
suck out all the light from everywhere?
Oh, that makes sense.
I will answer the
Actually, that would be like a fantastic way of keeping a secret identity, actually. Every time that you transform, you actually like set off like instant darkness powder everywhere, and then move to a new location. That's how you re-emerge. That would be a fantastic way to keep a secret identity, like a transformation sequence on the wraps.
Alright, love it.
with one response. You see, the rest of the Guardians, except me and the former Air Guardian, have passed on.
Oh no, they've gone to the GY.
Before they passed away, they passed on their power to the next generation. The Air Guardian and I did the same thing. We all ended up choosing you 5.
So,
Wait, so even though you're still an active Guardian, you passed on your power? Okay.
my dream.
It was
Bro,
true.
I didn't want to do her job.
Unfortunately, due to the death of the other 3 Guardians, it meant we had to pass on our original mission to the next generation.
By the way, I'm also going to point out here, 5 main protagonists, 2 of which don't seem to get along, and one of them is the more of a stickler for the rules, and one there's more of the wild card. Another one is tangentially connected to the former Guardian, literally named a Guardian, who is the one to explain all of the actual lore to them. That's Witch. That's the plot of Witch. That's what we're in right now. We just swapped out Will for Halen as the first focus.
And that's not the only reason why I need your help. Some of our people are trapped on a hellish island. The only way to save them is to enter through the door, the Forbidden Woods.
Yeah, right down to magical barrier protecting a land that's where a bunch of subjugated people are kept in the place that is presumed to be the darkness. Again, this is literally just the first arc of Witch.
But that door is locked. It's up to you 5 to unlock it and save us innocent people.
So,
Bro, this
Okay, to be
music.
fair, that's the opposite. That's the opposite of the mission in Witch, where they had to close the door close the wall that was like actively seeping portals. So fair enough. They've taken the opposite approach. Okay.
I'm glad you can't hear
Although in Witch
anything,
there was-
Jacob.
Although in Witch they kind of like shifted over to that, like in defiance of that mission, and like going above and beyond what they were supposed to do, and that was, made it more effective. But there you go.
Guardians.
It's not surprising in your case since we're leaders.
My favorite god of death, Bronchite, who works aside us. Okay.
It's so beautiful.
Wait, we are?
Oops. You mean I didn't tell you? My bad. I'm your aunt.
Yep, related to the former god. Yep, okay, alright. Okay, again, not something I can complain about because I have literally just ripped like entire story beats from Witch before. So
It's
but
okay, like
the main
my
story
favorite...
premise with the Sorry, again.
No, you can go first.
No, I was just saying, like, the main storyline, like, entire premise of it, that definitely seems like much more blatant. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, no, don't worry. For my series, I just copied a bunch of things to be honest. Well, not copied. But yeah, and a WikiHow article.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it before that, the actual essence of creativity is not in full original ideas. There are no full original ideas. What our brain does, we remix things we've been exposed to and, like, we regurgitate them. So, yeah, I just you know I did rip story arcs from Witch, but I recontextualized them to work for the mutant girl. In certain ways, yeah. Whereas in this is more of like they've taken like the premise and a lot of the character beats, and they haven't really like done much in the way to vary them. They've done like a little bit, and you know, again, the difference of powers, the actual elements themselves being a little bit different. At least like light was not one of the ones that was mentioned before. There's no Heart of Kandrakar at the moment yet. Yeah, and I guess they've got to their mission right from the get-go is to free them. It's just the things they haven't really like improved upon that because they've taken away one of the more unique aspects. Well, they have I think the obsession Akari had with the Forbidden Forest, Forbidden Woods, even though it was a little bit too amped up in the first episode, is definitely like a more justified reason to go ahead and do this. It's just that I think another reason why it doesn't quite work for me is because we don't get as much time with them like one-on-one before the events happen. Like a lot of the Guardians knew each other before, but they, we has even had a few scenes before the new ones like got mixed in with their group and such. It really worked. I should do a video on Witch in general at some point. I keep planning to do that and I forget about it.
I think you would have noticed.
Also, yeah, that's true. K-pop elemental hunters. Oh my goodness.
I love it. When I crossover one.
I feel like K-pop elemental hunters would just be, element pops in some way.
I guess that
Oh wait, right, that's the main character having a massive braid. I just realized, yeah.
makes sense.
How did you not notice?
Oh, give me a break, Emmy.
I like it says, "Oh, I'm your aunt." Oh yeah, that makes sense. Why would it make sense?
You girls still haven't given me your final decision.
Why would it not make sense?
Yeah. I'll say something similar happened to me where the first year that I arrived in Spain, the Spanish teacher that we had actually, because I went to bilingual school, so half was in English, half in Spanish. I didn't need the English ones as much as my classmates did. I needed the Spanish ones a lot more than they did. So for a lot of the English lessons, I was taken out of the class with the Spanish teacher and given private lessons. Turns out that Spanish teacher was actually the aunt of one of my classmates, and I didn't know that for years, like a couple of years. I found out like by coincidence afterwards. I think like when when I was visiting that thing said friend's house and he happened to have his aunt, I was like, oh wait a minute, it's you. I didn't even recognize her at first because I was like, cognitive dissonance. Okay, dissolved. There we go. So yeah, the fact. So it shouldn't be. Sometimes people being rated is not obvious unless you happen to know that their last name is the same, which it is. I didn't know that at the time. Yeah, not always apparent.
Fair enough. Also, hi,
I'll
Ben.
do whatever it takes.
Well, if you're doing it, I'm doing it.
Let's save Elementia.
You already did this bit. You already did the part where you said like, "Oh, we're gonna solve this." Like, if you're in, I'm in. Yeah, if I'm in, yeah. Like that. If everyone else is doing it, then sure am I. Well, I mean, yeah, easy to persuade, but I guess that therefore they can do it over and over again. I don't know.
Let's do it. Then do it.
Yeah, it's like stop talking about it and actually, yeah, exactly. Also, I've been asked to pull up this image, so
I love
yeah, there it is.
Emmy? Tora? What about you two?
I'll do
No.
it. For Elementia.
So
Well, yes, you already said it.
I'll do it for the good of my people.
Bro,
Which is not what you said earlier.
Yeah.
if it's my duty, then
I mean, you say stop talking and just fight, Bon, but I mean, they've got no one to fight right now unless we're gonna do like a training session or something.
They can fight
Which
each
they
other.
did do in Witch, by the way.
I will fulfill it.
Excellent. I know you five will do your best. Your next clue will be in the town of Ichibatsu.
Oh, so they are way too happy to do this, like, right off the bat. Like, again, the Guardians in Witch actually, like, took a while. They didn't really believe what was happening at first. It was, like, through their first combat, they were like, okay, this is actually something that's really happening. They always
I'm so
thought that Hayden's
excited.
grandmother had just lost her marbles.
I'm so excited to go in the Forbidden Woods and maybe die.
Yeah.
Don't worry about how you'll get there.
If you go out in the woods today, you're sure to meet your demise.
Alright then. We'll follow the clue to find that orb of light.
Good for you.
Yes. That was an abrupt. Okay.
Whoa.
Mizuki! Can you believe it? They're trying to enter the Forbidden Woods.
Oh yeah, this is the character that was named Mizuki as well.
Yes,
I
and
saw,
yummy.
I saw the comment that because you sent me the comment itself. It's like, what a coincidence. My show also has Guardians and a character named Mizuki. It's like, oh well, great minds or something. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure that was all that happened.
So,
Didn't you hear?
Just where's the angel wings? Where's the wind elementals? I assume the protectable light. Yes, because she's the
No, but the
niece of the
protagonist,
current guardian.
the protagonist is the pool.
Oh yeah, but she's also the estranged niece of the other guardians. I don't know. It's actually quite interesting. We don't find out in which what elements Hayden's grandmother Yanlin used to have. Everyone assumes that it's air because of that connection, and in the TV series, that's exactly what they do. They give her the power of air, but it's never confirmed in the magazines. So who knows?
Wow.
Maybe Thomas Astruc made that one up. Because yeah, Thomas Astruc was an animator / storyboard artist on Witch the TV series. Fun fact.
Hear what they said? They want to.
I can't go.
help
I
people.
can't get away from him.
If you've ever seen Wakfu, he was involved with that as well.
oh no, what a terrible thing to do.
No!
Ugh. In other words, they want our land so that they can expand their stupid empire. Maybe even attack the people back home as well. They want to help themselves.
Oh, so that's the big deal? Relax, they're not getting that orb.
And how do you know that?
Because they're dealing with us.
Yeah, I've left it in the best hands possible. Miss, thank you for the orb you gave me.
They'll die trying.
They don't stand a chance. You're right, Zuki.
Aren't I always?
That's right. Those damn guardians are the reason we're stuck here. And everyone else is back home suffering.
Yeah, so again, in which what happened was that the well, okay, La Muralla, like the wall or whatever it's called, in the English version, I don't actually know, was a magical barrier that meant to like separate the world of Meridian from like everything else, and 12 portals open up that they're supposed to find and close. So they are the guardians of the wall at first. That's what their first title was, and then they expanded the series and then did other stuff. And while the central conflict between one of the characters that used to be one of their friends but then became their enemy is because she found out that her biological family, or even her adopted family, all the family actually is from the other world, and so she was like ripped away from it, and it's because of the and because of that barrier being defended by the Guardians, or like what they represent. It wasn't them originally, but it is now. But then, her brother suffered basically as a result, trying to find her. I'm paraphrasing a lot, basically. But yeah, like that's the thing when you're defending a barrier that's meant to be like remain closed, versus when you're trying to take the same idea and then say that it's their job is to free them and to be open.
Oh.
It takes away from a little bit of like the moral conflict behind it and becomes a simple misunderstanding, which is not as powerful.
They took everything from us. So if they think that pathetic new puppets are going to take away our new home, they will take away more.
Again, could we please get in the habit of zooming in when you have long monologues of characters?
Their lives.
I don't know what her name is. I'm going to call her Miyuki for now because reasons.
Miyuki! I swear her name
Miyuki,
means
okay?
yummy.
Oh, that's
If I remember-
yummy. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Imagine it's completely wrong.
I'm just waiting for the new version of you, Mecha.
Oh, her name is actually John.
That'd be a really funny thing to have just in like the Guardians, where like they all. Although then again, I guess one of them is called Alex, which is I guess fairly standard compared to the rest of them. There you go. Oh yeah. We've already seen this. Okay, yeah. Outro time with the same credits as the intro, which is why you having them twice. Okay. And there's the I guess the Guardian of Light. And there we go. That establishes it. I do like how the outro looks. To be honest, I just can't play it because of copyright. So yeah, you go. All right. Let's see. These pale-skinned, multicolored, walking, talking hiders off the screen and into the sun. Ain't no one scared of them. I think that scares their lack of fashion knowledge. They remind me a little bit of the Descendants, actually.
Oh, you're so right. It's actually mind, Evie.
Yep. There's a lot of Disney inspiration actually, because Witch is under the Disney umbrella, so yeah, a lot of Disney stuff apparently.
When are they gonna start singing?
Honestly, I thought but based like the way that the music was going, like this was playing in the background with lyrics, I thought it would be way more effective if the conversation between Akari and Angel Wings was actually like a musical number of like her trying to convince her of like the realities of this, and that's why she was so swayed in the next scene. Would have been great as a musical number, actually.
That would have been fire.
Yeah. Or wind, as the case may be. Mel, come get the children. We don't want them. What? Okay. All right. Well, that was something. That was Elementia episode 2, and I'm starting to see more of what we're in for, basically.
Yep.
Less to do with the censored history, because I guess we're getting a lot of explanation. I was really hoping at first that we would that given how much was left hidden in the first episode, that we would uncover that over the course of the series, like we found like more sources or more people who maybe even like are so old they were like around before this point or something. I don't know. Compared to yeah, I don't know. Compared to, okay, a teacher's gonna tell us in the second episode after she mysteriously appeared in a dream form before that, which I just realized also happened in Witch. It wasn't like a full dream of just Yanlin herself, but it was like a communal dream they all shared, even though we only saw Akari's perspective this time, and they talked about it, and then that's why they were reunited in Hayden's house that day to talk about them all having this dream, and that's when Yanlin explained everything. So they kind of like led to that point, and it was a surprise that Yan even knew about this in the first place. It wasn't just her directing everything. Again, I appreciate them trying to change a few things from the very clear inspiration here, but then I don't think they're like as effective changes, because a lot of it just kind of loses what was impactful about the other form and doesn't replace it with anything more than just, okay, we've seen that, well, just a misunderstanding in the case of the villains, or that's what's being set up. Which, by the way, we didn't need to know their motivations, like, right now. We could have maybe just seen like a teaser of them, or even just the shadows. We didn't need a conversation of like their intentions, because we could actually have that be, okay, here's the threat that's going on. Let's kind of like wind up. So basically, like, this episode establishes a lot either verbally or through like a couple of visual elements accompanying the exposition. And it doesn't leave much anymore to the imagination. aside from what actually is going on inside the Forbidden Woods. That part at least is there, but like everything else, the censorship, like all that, the great darkening was sort of mentioned, but I don't know. It feels almost secondary now. Like, yeah, it's so. It lost something that it was doing well, and replaced it with things that it was doing okay in, but not as good as what inspired it, including the Guardians.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't have much to say.
Oh, well, well, all right then.
Well,
I guess.
well, as you know.
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. We just finished watching the episode.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So let me get this straight. People should leave a like or dislike because their opinion matters, and they should also subscribe if they've done so already. Alright, well, I guess with that in mind,
that was so
more
perfect.
episodes of this. We can get to look. We can actually look forward to more. Not just 2 episodes this time, like the stuff that
But they can't
the
kill
creator
me.
recommended.
It's okay. I have his channel now.
No, yeah, that's well. I mean, I can. I have a motive.
Oh no. No.
To get
You
the
can't
channel
get
back.
Don't you get it? As soon as you get the Jacob Butter channel, you have protection. So.
Oh, I see. Okay, I was gonna
Yeah.
hire Akari to use pool water. There you go.
Next time. Maybe cancel
Chlorine
me.
poisoning. All right then. But for now, I guess whoever's hands we miss end up being where our fate is not sealed, unlike the characters who seem to be going on with everything much more than they really should. But on that note, until next time.
Oh no.
Well.
Guys, don't leave me alone with him.